My video for December the 2nd, 2018, video number 2925, is entitled The Search for Curing Insanity. Donald Trump is not the answer. The entire attempt to control the world with money created by dark elements that are hell-bent on domination rather than sharing the world's wealth is insane. It automatically pits people against each other in a competition for survival. It is an insane ego trip conceived, as I see it, by fallen angels who wanted to play God and be separate instead of accepting the inherent interconnection of all that is. We are not separate. We are part of a single web of life. At least that is how I see it. And the only remedy that will actually work is one that heals the insanity that began long, long ago, eons ago. Humanity is caught in a trap, constructed of lies and perpetuated by conflict and war. It's not a matter of which lie is right. None of them are. While I'd like to see the trump card played by a truly loving creator, and although many see the Donald as the key to opening the door to world cooperation, what he faces is more complicated than most can even contemplate. Sometimes I feel as if I can almost see the solution. Almost. It will take more than smart minds. It will take honest hearts. Is there a cure for the insanity of separation? Human survival depends on finding honest hearts within each of us. I chuckle as I begin this because once again I have so many things, so many avenues that I could explore and directions I could go. And settling on which one I'm going to take this time is always a challenge. But once again, I come back to Donald Trump because so many people that I hear about and read what they're saying, and I get it. We're looking, desperately searching for answers. We want to find a way that we can free those that have been enslaved most horrifically. Well, and even as I say those words, I wonder which are the most enslaved. Initially, I was thinking, well, it's the poor and impoverished people on planet Earth that are so enslaved. But I wonder if it's not the so-called elite, the humans, or are they demons, who simply cannot even comprehend what cooperation actually is. They're impoverished souls. They are lost on a sea of confusion, deceived, totally deceived by thinking that they can somehow be greater than the spark of life, if you want to call it that, from which we all came, which, as I see it, is an intelligent spark. It's not an evolution thing, it's a creation thing. And I'm not saying that creation cannot evolve. But as I look at the world now, in my lifetime, I would say it hasn't evolved. We have devolved. I believe that there was a golden age. Will it cycle around and create a new golden age? Will there be a mass awakening that will enable us to actually learn that cooperation rather than competition is the only sane choice we have? To compete over who has the most marbles or who has the biggest house is nonsense. That's like a dog chasing its tail. But we've been doing that. The human race, the human race has been doing that eons. Not just a few lifetimes, but eons. And you say, Ron, it's all happening now. I'm sorry. But I cannot get my mind, my heart, or any part of me around that it's all happening now. I experience life as a sequential or a sequence of events, each following the other. And while I have had visions of what I might call past lives, and even visions of what I hope to be a future life, it's still sequential. It follows one after the other after the other. It's not all happening now. And I know some people will say, but that's the delusion. That's the delusion. Time is a delusion. Male, female, delusion. Human life, delusion. Everything, delusion. Is it? Feels real. I've seen people suffering. I've tried to help in some instances. I've tried to reach out a hand. And I keep making my videos because I'm trying to find a solution, a cure for the criminal behavior of the elite, the demonic aspirations of being in charge. I don't want to be in charge of anyone but me. I want the freedom to make my own choices, and I want them to be informed decisions. Informed as in that which comes from within me, not that which is imposed upon me. And I want that for everybody. Because if I can get it and others can't, there's going to be more competition. There's going to be more role playing of who's got the most marbles or who's got the most money. I'd like to see money as a bridge to freeing us, but I know that it has been long used to enslave us, not to set us free. And I want to be free at last. Free at last. Not by dying, but by living the greatest dream I could dream and fulfilling the greatest vision I could conceive. Not just for me, but for you and for all of us. I'd like us to wake up and cure the insanity of separation. Thank you for listening, and namaste.